What's up, YouTubers? It's your boy Spectro here, and today we'll be talking about the new game they announced at the Summerfest, Sandland. Okay, if you guys don't know what Sandland is a manga that was created by Akira Toriyama. Basically, if you guys don't know who Akira Toriyama is, you've seen Dragon Ball, you've seen Dragon Ball Z, you've seen Dragon Ball Super, even Dragon Ball GT. I'll try to think of it. And of course, you've seen it at this point, right? I mean, who hasn't seen Dragon Ball? If you haven't seen Dragon Ball, then what you doing? Go watch it, man. Solid series. All right, definitely put me into anime. Definitely made me a part of who I am today. You know, that's something I can be. It's not, well, like I said before, I've said this multiple times before. It's not my favorite anime, but you know, it's made me who I am. All right. So with that being said, let's talk more about the Sandland. Sandland looks interesting, honestly. I've never knew that Akira Toriyama had like other mangas like this, honestly. That's more the fact on me for not really going and looking into it, and that's crazy because I honestly been reading a lot of different mangas these days. So I'm very interested. It's a one shot, 14 chapters in one. So the story probably has a really good ending. One shots always have a good ending. If you guys don't read mangas or you just don't really know too much about mangas, most time when it comes down to one shots, the stories get wrapped up pretty nice and neatly most of the time. Now there are cases where I don't know how people just fumble a one-shot, because you would think you'd be able to tightly wrap up a one-shot story, but sometimes that's just not the case. All right, yeah, but one-shots they can vary. All right, I guess it really just comes down to how well you can really tell your story and wrap it up with a nice neat bow. But back to Sandland. If you guys don't know what Sandland about, Sandland main character, their name is Beelzebub. This takes place on a destroyed Earth, right? Earth is a wasteland right now, which is why everything looks the way it does right now. And basically, there's a greedy king. The greedy king has taken all the water. All the water has been taken, and the humans, they don't have any water. How are they going to survive? Of course, they go request help from the king of demons, and the king of demons sends Beelzebub. And he is now on a venture with the sheriff, and they are going to go and stop these people from taking all the water and possibly save more human beings along the way. Now that's just a summary, of course. I don't know the full story. I never read the Sandland, so I plan to read it because I'm definitely interested now, because that tank looks badass. All right, honestly, it's a really dope tank. Like, I don't think you ever seen a tank look like that before. And I seen a lot of make animes, so yeah, that's saying a lot, honestly. And plus, Akira Toriyama style it's very unique. You recognize it as soon as you see it. And this is not Akira's only like other manga other than like from Sandland, other than Dragon Ball Z. Like, he's done a lot of one shots. I was actually surprised by how many one shots he's done quite a lot. It seems to me he's not really tight. He didn't really struck me as a one-shot manga writer. I just didn't really expect that, because all I ever knew from him was Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. That's mostly the case with a whole bunch of famous animes and mangas. Bleach, of course. You got Kubo. That's probably like where we all know Kubo's work from. So we don't really know I don't know anything else that Kubo has done. I'm pretty sure he has other mangas he's written. That's always usually the case with most mangas. But I just never put that into thought. All right. And it's nice to know that, other things of Akira Toriyama's work is now getting adapted, it's getting recognized, and maybe this may lead to an anime. Well, it is getting an anime adaptation. I take that back. It's getting an anime adaptation and a game, so it's getting brought to life through different mediums. Now, how much of their story they can tell? Well, probably not too much. I mean, I think they could tell a decent amount just for the 14 chapters that are available, and it's the one-shot story, so this will be able to wrap itself up and have a good. I feel like it's gonna have a great plot. That's why I really want to read it now, because I can't help but feel it has a great plot. Because most time with stories like this, they always wrap up, and the stories don't drag out too long. They always end in a good way. And there's nothing wrong with long stories. Now, don't get me wrong. Long stories have their benefits, of course. You have Dragon Ball Z, you have Bleach, you have Naruto, you have One Piece. You got stories like that have dragged out for a long time, and they have their ups and they have their downs. Most of them have more ups, most of them have some downs. Like, that's just what it is. I say there's more ups for a series like that than there is downs, but there have been cases where long going series have had more downs than ups because, you know, these stories have dragged out. Of course, if you've been a long time manga reader, and I'm not a long time manga reader. I only recently started reading manga probably like 2 years ago at best. So I'm early. I'm noob. All right, I'm not afraid to admit that. But I'm pretty sure for people who read mangas for a long time, it probably, I can't imagine like just reading long mangas for a long time and you feel like the story is just dragging on and on and on. It's like, but then again, that's a good thing because you got something to look forward to in the future, and new people come in, a new generation comes in, more people come into manga, more people come to anime. So hey, I think it has more ups and more benefits than it does has downs, but that's a long conversation for an entirely different topic on an entirely different video. But for the Sandland though, yeah, I feel like this is going to be a really great game and a really great anime. I look forward to seeing this being animated, and I look forward to seeing this game succeed and do well, because that's exactly what's going to happen. I just really hope you guys don't try to compare it too much to Dragon Ball just because it's made by Akira Toriyama. I want you guys to kind of think of this as its own thing. I feel like it deserves that much respect at least. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, like the video, dislike that video. Tell me what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.